Hello, one and all. It's me, Alternative Voice. I'm back, and I got some things to say. First off, we're going to discuss cannabis. Yes. Though it is legal in many states for recreational purposes, and even more so in medical cases, those of us who are for the legalization of cannabis still have many battles to fight and win, even if you live in a state where it is legal. This is because, for instance, did you know that if you use cannabis, even if you have a medical card, you cannot legally possess a gun? Federal law still prohibits it because marijuana is considered a controlled substance. And frankly, I'm all for the complete end of the drug war. It is the stupidest mistake the U.S. ever made. Bigger than Iraq, bigger than Vietnam, bigger than the War of 1812, bigger than any of that shit, you know? And it's just also, it goes well beyond the Second Amendment. It goes all the way to like divorce court hearings and child custody shit. Did you know that even if you possess a marijuana for medical purposes, they can still hold that against you in family court, and your children can be taken away from you even if you have a medical marijuana card? Just like, if you ask me, it's like a lot of people will use different things against you in family court. Like they'll say, you're a drug addict or you're an alcoholic, even if you don't really cause a problem when you do those things, if you do them at all. And some of them will go even further and claim that, you're a child molester or some shit like that. Usually it's women doing the lying, but sometimes it's guys. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it is the men who do this shit. And it's equally fucked up no matter which way you look at it. That being said, we need to come together and realize that the biggest victory is that even if you live in a state where marijuana is legal, you still have to fight to get it legalized on a federal level. Because once that happens, the other states will follow suit. And we really need to get marijuana legalized, as well as a complete and total end to the drug war. I mean, think about all the billions of dollars that could be saved if we do this. I mean, we have more people in prison in this supposedly free-ass country of the United States of America than China does. Think about that for a second. We have more people in prison than fucking China. What the hell is wrong with this picture? If you ask me, a lot. Home of the free, and land of the free, and home of the brave. Whatever happened to that shit? But as Jocko Willink said, we must first acknowledge the problem and take ownership of it before we can solve it. And it's time for us to acknowledge and take ownership of this shit and realize that something needs to be done. We as a country have come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. And I frankly endorse marijuana wholeheartedly. I think it's a great alternative to many drugs, including alcohol. It is way less destructive, and it doesn't punish you the very next day. Not only that, but still, some people are against marijuana. And I say, fuck them. And, however, it's just, if you took drugs and made them their own separate country, they would have the 17th largest economy in the world. And that is a lot of untapped resources. And instead of tapping into that resources via taxation, all we do is go and spend billions of dollars needlessly on the enforcement of drug laws. And it is just ridiculous. This needs to stop. We need to fight prohibition much harder. If we can get it legalized on a federal level, that will be the greatest victory for cannabis. Well, obviously, but if we can get it legalized on a federal level, so much shit will be out of the way. And the state governments will follow quickly. They will start legalizing it left and right at a much faster rate. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all.